Hey everybody, welcome back. It's time for the Thrive Life September delivery specials, and I'm going to bring them all to you when we come back. Hey everybody, welcome back. So I wanted to give you a little heads up on the delivery specials that are coming in September. I'm a little late because it's like the 4th, but anyway, you got the whole month to check them out and see what's there. We got a bunch of stuff on sale for delivery and consultant folks. For those of you that don't know, all right, if you don't want to join and become a consultant and be a reseller, okay, and honestly, I'll give you the whole story of how I got into Thrive Life, but I wasn't sure being a consultant was for me until I tried it out, and being that I have this huge venue of people, it makes sense to be able to bring it to you guys and show you what's out there. So that's why I went ahead and did it. But if you don't feel like doing that, you can become a regular delivery customer. You set an amount you're comfortable with. I believe $50 is the minimum. And every month, they send out whatever you pick. So you pick whatever you decide to get. And because you're a delivery customer and not a consultant, you'll get the same perks and deals that a consultant will get. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you this, because I know I got a bunch of consultants under me, but I also have a bunch of you folks who are just delivery customers. And I feel Thrive just makes sense. I'm going to quickly, before I can tell you the specials, give you a little information on how I got started with Thrive. My first exposure to Thrive was, I think it was 2014, at it was probably more like 2010, at a gun show in Las Vegas. For those of you that live around the area, you know the gun shows they used to have at Cashman Field. And there was a table there with all these smaller cans of freeze-dried foods, and we'll get into the different sizes in a second. And it just intrigued me. I was like, wow, somebody's selling freeze-dried food in cans that I can afford to buy like 4 or 5 of at a time? I like that. So I bought a couple cans, I tried them out, she gave me her information. I never did contact her again, and I ended up not becoming a consultant under her. I chose somebody different at the time. But I lost track of her, basically. And I never saw another Thrive consultant at a gun show again. Now, originally, you know, the whole thing to me, I wasn't doing YouTube at the time. I mean, I had a channel, I had a few videos on it, but I wasn't doing it like I am now. Originally, to me, I was like, yeah, you know, this is kind of, I don't know if it's right for me. It just seems like, you know, I have to push this on other people and stuff like that. And having dealt with Amway many, many years ago in the early 90s, I wanted nothing to do with something like that. Well, Thrive is nothing like that. And especially if you're a delivery customer. You're not obligated to sell anybody anything. You just get a monthly delivery, you know. So this is kind of why I chose Thrive. I got home and I bought a little extra and I tried some of it and I was really shocked. The stuff was really delicious. You could tell the foods were high quality. And I got to really say, you know, it really made sense to me. But I held off and held off until about the end of 2017, beginning of 2018 is when I actually decided to take the plunge and do it. And I'm really glad I did because I really, really like the food. So I like it because it's got a huge variety of healthy foods, and they're not like salty, high sodium meals in a bag. You know, this is all just plain food. The foods are fresh. They don't have any preservatives in them. Most of them have one ingredient, the food you're buying, and the process to freeze-dry the food actually helps the food retain more of the nutrients than the products that you get in the grocery store. So that's why I chose Thrive Life. Now, to get into it a little more, basically, these cans, what attracted me to Thrive to begin with, you can see here, this is the shredded beef. What attracted me to Thrive to begin with was the fact that they were in smaller cans. Now, for those of you that don't know, I'll give you an example. This is a 10 can. I'm sure we're all familiar with these. You've probably seen them 1,000 times. That's a number 10 can. These are Pantry Cans, a whole lot smaller. This happens to be pre-cooked bacon I bought about 5 years ago. At the time, it wasn't all that expensive. Now this thing is probably $100. But that gives you an idea of the size difference. So you're going to be able to stock up a little bit faster. You're going to have more variety in your pantry if you're doing this on a budget, because you're able to get chicken, beef, you know, maybe some hamburger, some eggs, and you can make meals out of it very, very easily. If you're a meal planner like I am, stuff like this, lots of fun, easy to use, and very, very handy. So let's get started on the specials. Below is going to be a link to all the specials for you delivery and consultant customers. You're going to save some serious money this month. So we got chopped chicken, all right? Your chopped chicken here. Where's my chopped chicken? There it is. Okay, that's on sale right now. It's as low as $29.97. Meat prices are going up, folks. I got to tell you, when I first started buying this, it wasn't $29. Unfortunately, meat prices are going up. We have shortages down the road. We have rumors of farmers being paid to destroy their crops. You got all sorts of weird stuff going on. Now would be a good time to start getting stocked up on your proteins. They're not going to get any cheaper. I'll tell you that right now. Also, too, we have the scrambled egg mix over here. This stuff is awesome. The first time I looked at this, as a matter of fact, the first time I used this was on a video. And I gotta say, gotta be honest with you guys, I opened up the can on video as I was doing it, and I was like, ooh, I don't know about this. You know, kind of looked a little scary because it looks like little egg crystals, you know. I put the stuff in and I cooked it for the video, and I gotta say, I was absolutely amazed. It tasted just like eggs. It didn't have any kind of funky, weird taste to it. And, you know, we were talking about the chicken before. I'll show you the ingredients here. Ingredients, chicken. That's it. Nothing else. So, same goes for the eggs. You know, this is pretty decent stuff. Next up, we have the shredded beef. It's freeze-dried here. That's this stuff here. This is awesome for making, like, tacos and stuff like that. You can see it here. And again, ingredients, beef, salt. That's it. You know, they do a little bit of salt to preserve the beef, I believe, in the freeze-drying process. You're going to get that for as low as $39.14. Again, it's not getting any cheaper, so now's the time to get it if you're low on stuff. Next up, shredded Monterey Jack cheese. That's $30 a can. Their cheeses are very good, and the way I hydrate all of their cheeses, I take a little bit of what I want out, and you got to be careful because it's very deceptive. You can take a little tiny bit and go, that's all I'll need, and you rehydrate it, and it's a bag full of cheese. So I take a little bit of it, I put it in a Ziploc bag, and I just put enough water in there to get everything damp. And then I put it in the fridge for about 10 minutes. Pull it out, and I swear to God, that stuff is just like regular cheese. You'd buy it, you know, in a bag in a store, all pre-shredded. So definitely a nice addition to your stuff. I don't have these three items. Pineapple is $22.58. Cucumbers are $14.77. I do have them. I can't find them. I'll be honest. I have one can of it, and I think it's in my other storeroom all the way in the back. These are 25-year shelf life, so I don't really worry about rotation too much. I do like to rotate the old stuff and use the new stuff. But, you know, it was probably when I first started getting it, and I put it in my other storeroom. And being that I'm going to be redoing that storeroom with a new rack when it finally gets here from Amazon, getting the runaround on the rack I ordered, I will be showing you that whole video. We're going to do that whole video. I'm going to show you how I'm going to reorganize it, so I'll probably find them in there. Kale, I'm not a fan of kale, but if you like it, you can get it as cheap as $16.93 a can. I do have carrot dices here, and these are really good. They're little tiny squared little carrots. Again, the ingredients on them is just carrots. No BS. So those are, I believe, $12.51 a can. Yes, I had to check that. Potato chunks. I originally started getting these before I started getting the freeze-dried wholesaler stuff. I started getting these as hash browns because I hydrate them, kind of dice them up a little bit more, you know, because they're little tiny cubes. Chop them up a little bit more and make hash browns out of them. Really, really good. Handy to have with food, you know, if you're having some steak or whatever, or hamburger, ground beef. Toss some of those on the plate. You got yourself your starch. You don't have too much of it, and they hydrate very, very easily as well. Now, the last thing, I don't know if you guys have ever seen these. It's called the Consolidator, and it's as low as $33.50. They have different sizes. These are constantly going on sale. I kind of think they're phasing them out, so if you want one of these, you can get them. I don't know if you've ever seen them. You put your new cans up top, and the old cans roll forward at the bottom. And they're very handy little items. I'm going to see if I can roll in an image of what one looks like right here. That's there as low as $33.50 for the smaller one. It's about this big, holds about 4 or 5 cans across. Very handy for rotation if you're in a small area where you can't, you know, reach all the way in back and grab your stuff and put the old stuff in back. You just put your stuff, the new stuff in the top, it rolls down, and the old stuff is in the front. And every time you do it, you're using new to old. So first in, first out, or FIFO as we call it. So anyway, that is the Thrive Life delivery specials. Just a quick video today. I wanted to let you guys know all about this stuff and what's going on with it. And check it out and see it. So I will have my link down below. I will also put a direct link to the monthly specials for September. Okay, so my link for Thrive Life is going to be up top. Underneath that's going to be the delivery special. So you guys who are delivery customers or consultants can check it out and see what's there. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Don't forget to check all our links down below. We have our freeze-dried wholesaler link, which I love as well. And last month, you guys broke a record. You guys ran him out of certain items when I showed them on the channel. So make sure you're getting stocked up. I don't want you guys to get caught short if it runs out. That's freeze-dried wholesale link down below will save you 15% just to click the link. You don't have to do anything. You click that link and you'll save 15% when you check out. You'll be all set. Our Amazon affiliate store down below, pretty much everything that I review from Amazon goes in that store. If I forget specs or anything like that, you guys can go there and check it out. You also can see some of the older items I reviewed that I noticed that when I was looking at my videos the other day, I couldn't find some of the old videos I've done, and that's because they don't show up unless you search for them. Even on my, now in my studio I can see them, but not in the, on my page. So check that out as well. Don't forget our My Patriot Supply link. That's preparewithiridium.com, preparewithiridium.com, and again, our Thrive Life link, which will be down below there. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.